Hello everyone, I am the Lore Explorer and this is Outer Wilds, and recently I've been doing a lot of videos showcasing mods for the game, which has led to a lot of comments asking me how to get mods. So instead of replying to different people, I'm just going to do a video talking about mods and the awesome Outer Wilds modding community, who not only made it easy for people to get mods, but have even made some tools allowing anyone to easily make mods as well. But to start off, I'm going to disappoint some of you and say, I'm sorry, mods for Outer Wilds is PC only, so you can't really get them if you play on console. But if you're on PC and you have the game on either Steam or Epic, you have just about all you need to get into modding for Outer Wilds. To start, simply open up your browser and type in outerwildsmods.com, or just check the description for a link. And once there, you'll see a web page for Outer Wilds, and you'll see a bunch of thumbnails at the bottom for different mods that you can see. But on top, you'll see a green little button that says, Outer Wilds Mod Manager. If you click that, it'll actually take you to the page where you can actually download it. And once again, the big green button will actually start that download. And once it's done, go ahead and try to open it. Windows may have something to say about that, telling you it doesn't really recognize this file and it may not be safe to open it, but I assure you it is, and Windows is just being overly cautious here. Now to get past this, click More Info, which will bring up the options to click Run Anyway. Go ahead and click that and run through the standard installation stuff. Then go ahead and click Finish and Run. And that is that. Here is your new best friend, the Outer Wilds Mod Manager, which really makes things easy for the user. Let's go over the layout real quick. At the top, it shows 3 menus. Right now, we will only need to focus on the mods menu for today. And on the mods menu, it'll show you what mods you currently have enabled. And below that, you'll find a list of all the mods available. You'll see each mod listed has a few options. To the right of the name, you'll see how many people have downloaded that particular mod and the version number, like 1.0.6 or something. And to the right of those, you'll see 4 different buttons, but we'll go over them later. Now, we'll go over how to download a mod. At the top of the window, you'll see a mod called Outer Wilds Mod Loader, OWML, and it's highlighted. This is a mod that you need for the other mods to work. To download it, just click on the second button, the big highlighted down arrow, and that's it. With that click of a button, you've downloaded, installed, and activated this mod, which means you're ready to get in a list of 60 or so other mods that you can download. And when you see a mod that you want, simply click the down arrow to download it, just like you did with the first one. And again, this automatically puts it into your enabled mod list. And truthfully, that's all you need to know to launch a modded version of Outer Wilds. Now, when I launch the game, the sun will be replaced by the moon from Majora's Mask. Easy as pie. But not all mods are as simple as that. Some of the other mods have functions or options that you can change and mess around with, and some of them even have required other mods that you need to download in order for it to work, but it'll always tell you that and highlight it. But let's go over the 4 buttons that I mentioned earlier. You'll find these right next to the version numbers of any mod. From left to right, the buttons are the checkmark box, which is the activate or deactivate button for the mods. The second is the arrow pointing down to the box, which is the download or update button. The third button is the page with the readme page, and that's actually pretty important. And the fourth button is a vertical ... which is more options, and this will show you a link to the mod's GitHub page and the option to uninstall the mod. So to find the controls for a mod, you simply find the mod on the mod list and click the third button, which is the readme page. This will bring up a web page that's an about me sort of thing for the mod, where some mods will list details about the mod, or the controls, or just more info you need to know about the mod, which, unlike normal readmes, aren't actually useless. Like, for example, the FreeCam mod that I use, it allows you to freeze time, use a flashlight in the FreeCam mode, go anywhere you want with the camera, but it allows you to lock on to other planets and so on and so forth. And none of that is stuff that I would have just guessed that the FreeCam had. And it's all in the README for you to check out, and it gives you, what buttons you have to press and everything. So it might actually be a good idea to check the README page for every mod you download, or even ones you're interested in, because you may find it has a cool function or options that you might not have thought of when it was highlighted and shown to you. But frankly, if you run into a problem with your mods that you're having trouble, just go to that README page and check it out, and it'll probably tell you what you're missing or you need to do. Another thing to note about the mods is when you actually get into the game, there will be a menu in the other menus that's for mods. But unlike everything else in the game where it tells you to use a controller, you have to use your mouse and keyboard for this. Some of the prompts don't really come up right with a controller, so even though you've been scared to use a controller, for the mod menus, use a keyboard and mouse. But really, that's all you need to know about the Outer Wilds mod manager, and with that, you have free reign with all these mods, and you can do whatever you really want with those 4 buttons. The mod manager allows you to just do it all. And with that, I have some mods that I kind of want to highlight to the community. Quantum Space Buddies is really fun, and it's a great mod where you can connect to people and play Outer Wilds as an online multiplayer version of the game with friends, which is just amazing when you think about it. Like, tell me we don't look like we're about to drop a hot mixtape. Another mod that's pretty spectacular is the New Horizons mod, which is a mod that lets players create their own solar systems and add them to the game. People have made real planets or added their favorite games planets to the solar system, and it's just all around fun and actually has tools for users to create their own mod pretty easily if you believe them. I haven't tried it for myself yet, but I think there are about 15 or 16 mods on there, and that seems like it's not just modders. And it's not even just planets. You can add other things like text logs or ship entries and stuff. And this is just sort of the beginning of that mod. They have a long roadmap of cool features they want to add to it. And if it's something that you find interesting and maybe you'd want to help the project along, New Horizons actually does have a Patreon where you can donate to the project, or if you can code, you can contact the mod authors directly and offer your skills and time to help the project along. You can find a link to the Patreon on the README page for the New Horizon mod or in the description below. And of course, I have nothing to do with that Patreon. I don't benefit from that or anything like that. I'm just, advertising because I think it's a cool project and I think they deserve the support and the recognition. And last but not least, I have one other mod that I want to talk about that I think has a lot of potential, which is the voice acting mod. As of now, there are only a few test lines done for Slade, but the mod author is looking for volunteers from the community to help them along with this project. If you have a mic and you're willing to donate your time, you can help make an awesome idea become reality. And this would just add in one more layer of realism to the game. And it's something that you can easily do and contribute to. And again, if you're interested in joining and helping out with the voice acting mod, you can find a link to that in the description below. Which is one of the things that I think is pretty cool about the Outer Wilds modding community. It's not really just a page where you can download mods. It's an actual environment with awesome people who love Outer Wilds and who care about and want to help improve the game and community. The modding Discord alone has over 500 members, and you can go there and chat about Outer Wilds today, or throw out a mod idea, or even get help if you're having problems with getting a certain mod to work. Honestly, it's just an all-around good environment that also provides something very useful for the community. These mods have given me hours and hours of fresh playtime in Outer Wilds, which we all know is a very precious thing, and I'm sure that it's done the same for a ton of people. And I just want to say, they've really helped this channel in particular. The modding community has made mods that I specifically asked for, and I use them to make my videos better by removing the HUD or allowing me to get views and angles of things that normal characters couldn't get, or making the dream world light enough for everybody to see stuff in, and even at times allowing me to make entirely new scenes within the game. I don't think the channel would be as successful as it was without the modding community, so a very sincere and warm thank you to everyone there. And again, a big day for links. You can find a link to the Outer Wilds modding Discord in the description below. Thanks everyone for watching. If you liked the video, consider giving it a thumbs up and subscribing to the channel. That really does help. As usual, a special thank you to the members here on the channel, and as always, this is the Lore Explorer diving deep into the scary world of mods, so you can see that it's not so scary after all. Pretty easy. Who'd have guessed? Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video.